which is still fine. I'm just saying. I would love OP to be back mid. Come on.
I don't want
It's
to
not
ever
fair.
see a Tinker ever again. And I like that hero.
Yeah. It's not fair. All
It's
I
just so
want is a
boring.
Tinker in my
Like,
life. It's not boring.
it is boring.
It's very fun. Blink, 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 blink. Laser, laser, rocket, rocket, rocket. It's not
Pew, pew,
boring.
pew.
Hex, hex, hex.
I don't
Marching
know, it's just
machines.
it's so boring just seeing the game extend for like no reason, and he's so difficult to catch. I
Mm.
hate it. I hate that hero. Like I like playing that hero. I don't mind playing against it or playing with it, but like one mistake in the game's just over. It's so like high risk, high reward,
Mm.
which is normally fun to watch. But unfortunately, when he's just split pushing the whole game, that's not fun. They ban out the tree, so doing the homework on RNG.
Yeah. Just taking a look here because I'm trying to figure out with DD and Felix in the mix for RNG what the changes are going to be in terms of what they want to get picked. But EHOME, they go to the Mirana, so looking like a Jin Q Mirana already, and this is a hero we're yet to see get played today. It's been banned a couple of times, finally gets through. I'm surprised more so at the Bane ban, but that is a Felix hero in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
or no, not a Felix hero.
no,
Sorry, a
superhero.
superhero in my
Yeah.
in my eyes. My bad.
And you don't mean like a super good hero. You mean like the player superhero.
Yes, the player super, the former mid lane now turned support super, who is now the super who plays support instead of the super who was playing support in the old days.
Do you know what I
There
think
are
about
two
that?
supers.
Super.
Ogre Magi comes in, and well, now you got the Ogre and the Mirana. So, what are they going to do to work with this Bloodlust?
I would say it's a little bit single target.
Mm.
I'm not sure about that, but I mean, EHOME have been playing so well with this Morana. I think it got banned out against them by Vici. I can't remember, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just making that up completely, actually. Do they want to go Phoenix still, even though they have the Mars? You know, even though they're against Morana and Ogre, who are both, you know, this attack speed against the egg is so good. Oh my god.
Wow. 2 cores in the first phase. That's nuts.
That is not what I expected at all. But I think like they have no illusion clear at the moment, right, on eHome. Like it's like we said, it's very single target. And Morana doesn't really pressure the TB too hard age. I'd actually really like to see eHome go for this tiny again, because I think this tiny Morana absolutely destroys TB. Like when they hit their level 2, level 3. And they ban it. Okay, never mind. What a disaster. What else does the TB not want to play against? Maybe like Naga's Naga Morana sounds okay. Yeah, okay, Morphling's a good one. I'm thinking of like cortical matchups. Maybe like a Void ban potentially here as well for RNG. Void Ogre's pretty good. And they don't have any save at the moment.
Do you get rid of the anti-mage here for RNG?
No,
Although
I think TB does fine.
Sylar not much of a AM player these days. I feel like I haven't seen him on it. Yeah, every carry plays AM, but I feel like I haven't seen him play AM in a while.
Mm-hmm. A good Shadow Demon ban though by EHOME. I think that hero works so well with TB. It's insanely good.
Yeah, he's played AM once in the last like 2 months.
What do they want to pair up with the TB now though, right? Like I'm trying to think of supports that they could still pick, because a lot of them have been taken out now. Like the Venge.
Shaman?
Yeah, but I think you don't want to pick Shaman unless you see that they have a really difficult core to kill. I don't think you can just pick Shaman every game if you want to. It's never bad, but it's specifically good against like these really mobile heroes that are difficult to kill.
Is it worth going Witch Doctor? Like, I'm so shocked that this support is just out of the pool of supports.
Maybe they could put Ogre off lane as well. We have to remember still. Like Ogre Morana is still a decent lane, but I imagine it's going to be 5. like they could pick Oracle if they really wanted. It isn't awful. I feel like you want a stronger laning support. Okay. They do
Look at the
Oracle.
save.
I don't mind that. Like it's okay. I think the lane's a little bit weak. So depending on what you like, if they go Pango here or something. Oh God.
That Faith Beyond Visage. But I'm just sad that they didn't do it with the Grimstroke.
Does it
Now
have to
I'm depressed.
Does it have to be Faith Beyond? Oh, you don't want to pick
No.
Grimstroke into Oracle like this. It's not good.
Well, they wouldn't have picked it into Oracle because they probably would have picked it instead of the Ogre before it. But
I see. Yeah, but then I mean, Visage will get banned if they pick the Grim, but like in the first phase, right? And super awkward. I mean, the Faith Beyond Visage is obviously something to be feared, but I think this pick's really good as well. I think Felix has had at least one rough game on this hero that I remember this tournament, but it's still really good.
Playoffs recently.
Yeah, no, they weren't even in the playoffs.
Was it not the playoffs yet? I remember because he was getting like Fiend's gripped as he was rolling.
He had like the least net worth in the game overall as well, Pango, but I think the disarm's super good against Visage. Like no, you can build a Crimson Guard if you really want to as well, and I like this Ursa pick as well. I think you're probably going to be laning up against Mars Pango, right? And like either way, round 3 or 4, Ursa has a good time against either of those heroes. Yeah, the disarm's annoying, but like now you have this really good mid game timing with the Visage as well, who's going to go Medallion. You can take Roche really quickly. Like the Bloodlust on the Ursa is insanely good as well. I think it's one of Sylar's better heroes as well. Whenever I watch him play it, I think he looks really good on the Ursa.
Yeah, I would very much tend to agree. And I'm just taking a look at his previous Ursa play recently. He beat IG, beat LGD with it. He's 5 wins in his last 7, and I think actually 6 of his last 10. So it kind of gets worse as time goes by, but it's overall pretty good.
But EHOME have looked better recently, right? So
yeah, they've looked
how
much
many
better.
are on this? What about this patch?
I think just 6 of 10.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, that Dota pit's from 2 months ago. So
yeah, I was gonna say
2-1 in the last month.
Okay.
TA ban. I like that ban.
Yeah, they need
TA
some,
not getting picked up too much, but no surprise.
The TA is really good against the single target burst from Ursa, like as the refraction charges. They need. I think they're gonna pick like Puck or something on EHOME if it doesn't get banned. Yeah, okay. Maybe they pick Lena here, potentially. But it's a bit risky against the Oracle. I think they need something a little bit more AoE based.
Would it be okay to go? Oh no, never mind. Kunkka is banned. I was gonna say Kunkka with an Orchid.
Ember's still in the pool if Nothing to Say wants to play it, and Puck's banned now as well. So
yeah,
kind of goes up in value.
His best hero.
Or Void's still in the pool, which is pretty good as well because it allows him to get to the backline and kill the Oracle really quickly.
He's played both really well.
I think Void and Ember are the 2 big ones. Yeah, okay.
There it is.
I think his hero pools, when it gets to the last pick overall, and the heroes, some heroes usually get banned out, and it's kind of easy to guess relatively what kind of hero he's going to pick, right?
Ooh, that final pick Viper.
Oh, it's a really good Viper game. It's really good against Void Spirit in lane. It destroys Visage because of the break. Like, the magic resistance is super good against Visage, Void Spirit, Mirana, Ogre. It's only the Ursa he has to worry about. He can just ult if he wants to. Yeah, I think it's a really good Viper game. Dear, oh dear.
I love seeing good Viper games, I'll be honest. I really enjoy it.
So, we've put the pressure on DD now. We haven't seen a good performance from this tournament, I don't think. Like, a really good game. So, hopefully this can be the one. Now on his new roster.
Yeah, considering he just went from, getting eliminated in the group stage to being in the playoffs. He feels pretty good. He's guaranteed being a part of the prize money in a higher position now. But yeah, again, we've seen players before that's like who excel when they finally have a proper roster around them.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I think Felix is a given. I think he's consistent enough where we're going to see him perform well enough.
I also
But,
I think I just gonna say, I think they have a little bit of issues with lockdown on the RNG side. Like they have like Mars, which is okay, but apart from that, he's the only real hero, and they're playing against like Ursa Void Spirit. So I expect EHOME to have a really rough time in the laning stage, right? But then as the game hits to like this level 6 to like level 10 mark, if the Ursa and the Void Spirit can just go and make things happen, like it doesn't matter what their net worth is, if they find the kill still, like they'll find their way back into the game, right? But I think EHOME are reliant on making things happen and finding kills more than they are just having a decent laning stage. So, you know, if they're like 2k behind at like 8 to 10 minutes into the game, I don't think that matters too much for them. Like, obviously it's not good because the Terrorblade's still going to be farming and things, but they can still fight, is what I'm saying. Like, these 3 cores aren't item dependent as much as they are level dependent.
Mm-hmm.
"30 seconds to battle."
They're just playing football up here in the top lane.
Soccer?
Do the Chinese national team have any good players? I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. China.
I know watching the Super League is very exciting. High scoring, pretty competitive league.
Let's have a look.
I'm trying to somehow find a Guangzhou Evergrande jersey
Yeah,
or kit.
good luck with that.
Yeah, I don't know where to buy it. I've been looking for a while though. They have some cool ones. They had a yellow one a couple years back. I think it was their 3rd kit.
They have a player who plays for Wolves, I think, who's like a youth player for them.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's one of their better ones, but I don't even think he's that great. Like, all you non-football fans out there who just don't care. Like, guys, can you please concentrate on the game? Like,
Hashtag boring casters. Spam it in the chat.
TB, meta first, B-Cop. Love to see it.
Yeah, every game's been different.
I think the image, though, is... He needs the meta CS in this lane, otherwise he just dies. So, like, the soul assumption at level 1. This Visvis here is so cool in the lane now, because what happens is, like, you want to be able to trade with him. Because he... Oh, did I just drop from the call a sec?
For a split second.
Okay, so... Visage is really weird in this lane at the moment top, because to trade with him early on, because like he's like really squishy and doesn't really do a huge amount of damage. There's no arm. If you trade with him, he just throws a soul assumption at you and does like 225 damage. It's ridiculous. Like, and TB loses like half his HP to it. Like, this Visage here is so good against it in the laning stage, and like the burst damage is crazy. So it'll be interesting to see if this Oracle decides to take like Fate's Edict at level 2 or something to try and reduce the amount of damage that's going to be coming the TB's way. Because if you time it properly, it is still really strong. Like this Fate's Edict at level 2. It's not what you normally take, but... Why have we paused? I'm going to go and type that into Google Translate. I hope it's pizza. Oh, the keyboard is broken, it means. Oh, nice. Void Spirit turns up to mid lane. He's like, this is not what I signed up for when I wanted to play Dota today.
Yeah, because when he got picked, he was like, no Viper, no nothing. This will be good. I'll be okay. Well, now you're up against DD on this Viper, which... If I recall DD's recent history, he's played pretty well on this Viper.
Oh, but nothing to say though. It's this kind of player that, like, the laning stage. It's like he's been doing really well in, but he will always make things happen. Like, he's such a great player. I feel like his first rotation is always good. Okay?
Wonder if he's taken over in the 1 spot yet, or if he's still the number 2.
I can go and check if you like.
Please. Is there still a way to throw statistics that come out from the side?
I have no idea. I've never done it before.
Yeah, I've never used that. Ooh, mid.
XM
Nothing to
still top.
say. Taking a lot of damage and now puts that salve out of his backpack into his inventory. This is not fun at all for him.
He does almost have the bottle though, which is really good. Like, he's just a few gold off here.
Yeah,
When
he
that
just needs to
bottle
survive
comes
until...
Like, he's going to be reliant on getting the 4-minute rune as well, obviously, but... Like, Viper is supposed to dominate this lane, and he currently has the same amount of CS. And Viper's building more mangoes and things, like, it's not like he's building more net worth.
Mm-hmm.
He's, yeah, like, the Voice is actually 200 net worth ahead of the Viper right now.
Radiant's courier has been
Is he getting anything shipped out right now? No, so they just came in. Okay. So he got the clarity. And he's bought more regen. He's bought another salve and another mango.
Yeah. But Viper, if he wants to, like, do well in this lane, has to sustain the region. He needs the mangoes. Nothing, just he realizes he doesn't have a huge amount of mana at the moment. And, like, even if he gets up to 5 stacks here, yeah, he can just disappear behind the tree with Dissimulate.
Well, like, and he buys another mango, buys 2 more clarities.
This lane's all about replays. This TB is absolutely free farming top lane, by the way, 19 and 5. Like, this lane's going insanely well for him. And Oracle's managed to get a pull off as well, so they're coming back to him.
It just seems like you're gonna commit all this regen and, well, nothing to say. He's got a bottle, he'll go boots, he'll go no talisman, he'll have actual, you know, actual net worth.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, Viper's going to get to the region that he does, like, much more. Phoenix is going to come towards this mid lane to secure the rune as well. But this illusion rune top is seen by the Mirage. He's like waiting to see if his voice split can come over and take it or not. But unfortunately, he cannot. Voice split's going to have to go back to base. I think Jinkyu should stay around this mid lane here and take the XP. I'm really surprised.
Especially now that the Visage is dead.
Yeah. Because the lane's pushing in as well. He's losing a lot here on Void Spirit. Yeah, we should probably have said they killed the Visage top. But then Morana rotated away to get the rune, and with the meta being up, it's a pretty easy kill. Love the raindrops on TB. And we never see this normally, but when you lane against Visage, it's so important.
And basically nullifies what he's able to accomplish.
Yeah.
Precious bounty.
The prize is
Just
mine.
like Visage is not going to be able to really output much damage to Monet, if any at all. So that allows Monet to continue to farm, continue to stay aggressive. You know, sit 30 at 1 and 7, but at the same time, you know, you're talking about Monet having this amazing game. Sour's right there with him.
Yeah, I mean, I think look at the level difference though. Like, this TB's a whole level ahead because this Oracle hasn't any XP at all. And this TB, when he gets levels online, farms the jungle so quickly because of how much more damage the illusions do. It's like 10% every level, right?
A bubble from the void.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up really quickly.
Small fees hang, great ones prosper.
I mean, the illusions right now are doing 44 damage at 50%, and you're gaining quite a bit every single level. Nothing to say gets hit with the Viper Strike. TP's back to base.
I mean, he's really struggling now. This is what I mean. Like the Viper, it doesn't seem good early on, and his net worth still isn't good. But like he's bullying the Void Spirit, and he's getting more levels than the Void Spirit is. And this slows down this mid-game timing we were talking about from Void Spirit. But like it's not about the items on him; it's about the levels. But he's not getting those.
Astral Step, Viper
dodged
Strike.
the
Did he
Viper
avoid that? Yeah. And they're gonna go. Astral
What
Step
was
once
that
again.
jump?
Oh no! That's 2, if not 3. If Innocence doesn't get far
Whoa.
enough away, he jumps and thought maybe he was gonna get an arrow. I'm not sure.
I don't know what that second Astral Step was.
Very
Like
unnecessary.
the first one's fine because he's just laying the harass down. He dodges the Viper Strike that looks really good, and then all of a sudden he just jumps in again, and he has no escape
Radiant's middle
because he
tower
dodged the
is
thing with
under
Dissimulate.
attack.
Bot lane, they're going on Sylar. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and they've got him. They are getting kills all across the map. RNG looking very good, and I mean this is what we were kind of nervous on. Was
Would EHOME turn up today?
yeah, exactly the question actually that I couldn't come up with in my head. And EHOME, you know, I'm a bit
Dire's
surprised,
top tower
but
is
it's
under
early.
attack.
They still got time to turn it around, especially now. Felix Chama hitting the deck as Nothing to Say gets the kill.
I think Viper's going Orchid as well. Yeah, he is. So this Void Spirit's game's going to get even harder, like when that comes online.
Faith Beyond hit with a Fortune's End, but the damage. Can he kill the
fine,
Oracle
though.
at least?
If this
gonna
bird
get
dies, this is awful. He has no resummon. Like,
God.
oh god.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's 100 gold as well. But again, we said that they needed to come out ahead in the laning stage on RNG. Like, they have the better lanes. They have this last pick Viper. But I think if the XP's, the XP's difference is going to be bigger than the net worth.
Yeah, Sarah gets a kill there on a Flywin though, and I mean a couple of kills over bottom. It's okay, not amazing. They still need more. TB's starting to run away with it.
Even the Viper, they're starting to get some natural net worth now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this Visage is the one that I really don't understand now, because like this Visage looked really good until the Viper pick came out, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, the Visage is just gonna die. Like he's gonna get Helm of Dom here, and he's gonna try and force the tower down, which is nice. Oracle's gonna get P until that moment, and he's gonna hit level 6 relatively soon.
But even off of that, you're like, oh, until the Viper comes out. He's died twice to the Terrorblade Oracle.
Yeah.
It's not like the Viper's been involved in taking his life yet.
But that's because we haven't really seen a huge amount from Xingqiu. He's been a little bit greedy, farming a lot instead with the arrow. Because there's no like setup for him in the arrow, right? So it's a little bit more difficult. Like he's going to try and go for one here, I imagine. Because there's this Oracle under the tower, and Ogre's heading up as well. But
Throw the arrow. They know that he can't position himself away from that, and they'll get the easy kill onto Super. Now they can go after the tier 1. They're going to have a resummon in just a minute. Or just a second, sorry. And maybe you're able to
Dire's
pressure
top
the tower.
is under attack.
Precious bounty.
I mean, Sylar's struggling to know what to do on this Ursa at the moment, though, as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
He's just like, he's been pushed out of his bot
Dire's
lane by
top
these
tower
heroes
is
coming
under
in.
attack.
Because he knew that his Ogre went top. But if they keep their tower alive, this is really big, because Faithion's pushing this top tier 1 in really quickly.
Yeah. When Shadow
Whisper's
gets
keeping
used
bot.
over bottom, they use the arena. They get the kill on Innocent. Sylar now turning on the DD. Oh, the arrow.
Dire's top
Just not in
tower
time.
has fallen.
They really want the Oracle, but I don't think they can get him. They're going to
Radiant's
try and
bottom
chase
tower is
Flywin.
under
They have the
attack.
drums.
And there's the Aether Remnant after the Astral Step, so they should be able to get this kill. Spear pushes away Sylar, but the damage is still there. Xingqiu gets the kill, and they got the tier 1
Radiant's
top.
bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, but they traded their bot tier 1 as well, so the towers are a choice, just the kill, really. But they wasted a lot of time seeing him around. Like, they brought a lot of heroes down as well, even Faith Beyond TPing in. So it's still okay. Like, TB survives. TB's still just farming. He has that Yasha online now, so farming pretty well. That Iron Talon definitely helping him out. Yeah, I was really salty with my TB games that I played because I didn't get an Iron Talon in either one.
Are fortified.
That was the only reason I lost.
Dire's
Sylar?
He's gonna try and kill Monet, but you lose this battle.
Whoa.
All right, and now he's going back in. He's got 10 charges on the wand, but Sylar.
He wants to sunder the illusion on Monet.
Now we'll just TP away. Faith Beyond's dead over mid.
Yeah, good rolling thunder from Felix.
Mirrors
Secures that kill.
delight.
I love that. Those guys just juking it out down in the bot lane. That was just great.
It was so odd, though. It was just like, what was Sylar bound to accomplish there? He almost even died. He's going into the Battle Fury,
Prize is
but
mine.
how fast is he even gonna get?
I amplify my impact.
Yeah, it's not particularly quick, is it? I like this build though, the Phase Strum's Battle Fury.
Radiant's top tower
It's
is
a
under
decent
attack.
item for him, and there's a Faded Brooch there for the
Dire's
Void
middle
Spirit as
tower
well, which
is
is going to
under
help massively.
They got the Sun of the
Find the
TV.
TV.
If they can keep him locked down, that would be great. He immediately sunders. They kill off the Oracle, so the save is no longer there, and they will take what they got and leave.
Innocence gets the deny on the ward. This Viper's really close to finishing Orchid though, and this is a massive timing for them. Like, if you look at the Void Spirit's net worth, he has gone for this Treads Null, so he's going to get this yours really late to counter.
Ooh, they might kill Mars.
Oh, this is a really good rolling
But
thunder.
now the Rolling Thunder, or is it? The second it becomes a really good Rolling Thunder, it goes back and forth on the stairs. They're still going to get the kill on a Faith Beyond. Even though the Rolling Thunder only hit once. And EHOME just opening up space for Sylar, or at least attempting to.
Kill's still a kill, and then you're almost on the Mars as well. He's 50 gold away. So if Mars gets Blink, they can actually just run and take fights. This Viper's going to get Orchid at the same time, and they're going to be so strong. They're going to have a big power spike here.
Mars. Just escaping.
He's fine. He got low from the mid fight and was just jungling. He's alright.
Okay.
Another broken keyboard.
Disruptor. Where is he? There's not a hero in the spot by Slark, Techies, Night Stalker, Grimstroke. That's interesting.
I wondered what you were doing. Have you found them yet?
I found Disruptor.
Right,
And now I
so
gotta find Crystal Maiden.
That's what I find. Maiden and Wyvern.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden's there, and then Wyvern's there. Okay,
Yeah, I definitely
good.
found all of those.
we've done it. And the Gambler is here because it's in that blank spot. There we go, Jinkyu. Getting involved.
I like that.
Come on. The Disruptor's right there.
I thought it was going to sound really weird because I don't think the Obs had the playground up. Just talking to ourselves about it.
Oops. Come on, Ops. Gotta give the playground.
Right, Orchid coming up for the Viper now. I'd really like to see them try and smoke up here because they have the blink on the Mars as well.
Orchid just becoming this universal mid lane item. Is Void Spirit going for one? No, he's going Mules. I actually like that, but could he go Orchid after?
He could. I think he might end up going BKB because he feels like he has to. I think they're going to be further behind at that point, and he's going to feel like he needs the BKB. Orchid's good as well.
Radiant's middle tower
So
is under
Felix, he's
attack.
going into a Blink Dagger. I love this from 4 Pangoliers. Really be able to get in and disrupt those fights.
It's interesting to see him play as well, because I feel like he's the complete opposite to Jinkyu. Like, it feels like he's day greedy, right? He's a little bit self-sacrificial. But they have the same amount of net worth at them because, you know, they've taken so much more in terms of, like, kills and objectives. On,
Jinkyu more so is, I would say, more mobile and a playmaker style. But I say that, and Felix did come over mid to help out.
They've realised that he's so close to Blink, so they're giving him the farm priority that he needs. 400 off.
Sylar, you don't see this often, but he's gone Claymore and the Broadsword first in the Battle Fury.
Yeah, I think you do that on Ursa though a lot.
Yeah.
Because you don't need the regen too much. Like, he has bottle as well, and they're going to take this mid tier 1 here.
I was gonna say we're not, but they're just going to pick up a double damage.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's definitely dying now. Then.
And they've got the arena down, and they'll get the kill here onto Innocence. Purifying Flames is the finishing touch on that one, and it's a level 4 Purifying Flames. Also tower mid.
8 hits or something ridiculous. PB's just hitting for 460 damage at 16 minutes into the game. Thanks, Mr. Gaben Frog. That's my combination of the two.
Rolling Thunder, they're going after Faith Beyond. And they're not gonna find him, and Felix will just TP away.
Yeah, he doesn't want to die before he gets the blink. There you go. He just finishes it there. And an absolute disaster if he did.
Ooh, Astral Step. DD showing himself.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think that was the first use of the Orchid.
Yeah, we haven't really seen, have we? And now the Void Spirits are about to finish yours, even though the Viper finished Orchid ages ago, because they haven't found this opening. It's just going to get to Roche as well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe they're getting this for free. This is crazy.
Roshan has fallen to
That's
the
massive.
And now he's finished off the Battle Fury as well, pretty much on us. So he's like 1 creep camp off. He's like, dude, let me found this Ancients. It's my Battle Fury.
Faith Beyond, get out of here. Take this Philosopher's Stone. So, he's got the Battle Fury, and I think things get much better for EHOME if they're given the time that Sour would like to get, you know, his next item, which is the BKB, and I think he could. He picked up the Aegis. Like, this definitely gives EHOME that opportunity.
It does, but the way I see this game going is that as long as this TB keeps farming, RNG are always, like, in the driving seat for this game. Like, he's a hero that scales massively well. So, like, they just have to keep him farming, like, keep him scaling up. And when he gets his Skadi, like, Ursa's going to get kited around a little bit more as well. They don't have great illusion clear.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they're going to get a tier 2 for free here. I don't think they can come down and defend this in time. On EHOME. Oh, this is so good. Now they open up outposts as well. Like, they can come and defend their top tier 2 now.
Open up the outpost at 19 minutes. They should be able to get the 20-minute one if they just go and get it.
It's so hard for them to get down there though and defend that tower because like they have no vision set up. Like, you know, RNG are going to be playing around there, and RNG want to force TPs back here. Like, they have meta and there's no glyph.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they know that. Like, you need to be ready for this.
Yeah, they need to be making a move. Astral Step back and forth. Monet. Oh, Silence comes in onto the Ursa, and now the Viper strikes Sunder immediately, and he just loses his Aegis. Purifying Flames. They throw down the arena. They've got the Sun on the fly. When they look over at Sour, they have the Rolling Thunder. The spear hits, and they've got the damage. So Sour, he is dead again, and he's got buyback, but that is so bad for EHOME.
Fortunately for them, the tower's bloodlusted, and it's absolutely smashing some fools at them. Like, they have to be really careful about this on
It
RNG.
really is doing a lot, and Super, he'll fall, they'll claim the life, and they'll look for the Aether Remnant, they just can't grab it. Nothing to say, he's got an astral step jump in 8 seconds, but how far do you really want to push forward? Yules is used, damage coming out onto the Ogre, they'll get the kill there, but the Resonant Pulse, DD, he falls. So now Monet is low, and they've got themselves the kill into the TB. They take out Nothing to Say, but Flywind follows suit in his death, and now Felix, who has the Blink Dagger, is able to get some distance between him and EHOME, and they will not find him to stop that TP.
Yeah, Xingqiu should kind of like half doubted himself there, and by the time he tried to figure out where he was going to arrow, it was too late. But I mean, the only reason they can defend that high ground though is because of the tower's bloodlusted, and it's absolutely like slapping fools right now. And it does so much more damage than you can think about, like with this new, with the tower change. It attacks so quickly.
Sylar, he needs this BKB desperately.
I think when Sylar dies there, I think if they just get out, like, I know they tried, but like it felt like they were they weren't afraid to fight. I think you just have to cut ties and like give somebody up. So that Visage is still really strong. Like even if the Ursa dies, like the Visage is still the one doing a lot of the damage output. Also surprised he didn't go Medallion. Well, like, it's pretty good. I know you're against TB, so it loses value, but... Do you remember we said about Xingqiu being more greedy as a 4 as well?
Yeah.
Innocence? Find Innocence.
Arrow doesn't hit on the DD. Just
yeah,
hair off.
Look at the difference in the farm of the force because of that like one fight bot lane. Like Xingqiu survives the whole fight, and all of a sudden he's like 2k net worth up on the Pango, and he just finishes the Greaves, which is insanely good this game. Because you have the purge for the Orchids. It's obviously just a really good team fighting item as well.
I think it's gonna get interesting really quick, because Nothing to Say, if he gets this Ags, they've got those silence coming in, like that could really disrupt the Royal Never Give Up fight.
It's like we said though, their heroes are less about items and more about levels, right, early on. But when this item does come out for the Void Spirit, like he hits a big power spike. But again, I think they need to be playing in front on EHOME. Like if they're falling from behind, then the game's really difficult with the cores that they have. Like, this TP's still going to be the big one. I'd really like to see Monet go for a BKB next as well. But maybe he feels like we said, as long as he keeps farming, like he shouldn't really be under any massive... I just feel like if you go BKB next, it like gets you through this difficult period of the game where the Void Spirit Ursa Visage is going to be really strong.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Faithbeyond soon to have his own Ags.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Rolling
Rolling Thunder comes in, Moonlight Shadow, they get the dust. So now Innocent's on the run, but Xingqiu coming over. He wants to land an arrow, but the blink to avoid it. They're still going after the Ogre. I don't think there's any way to save him, and he might have just fed his familiars. Yeah, he might have. Got the arena down, Faith Beyond, he might almost fall himself. Familiars go, and so does Faith Beyond.
Good pickoffs though, and the thing is they're taking towers and not losing any towers either. Like this Ursa can't really push buildings the same way that TB can. So they're taking objectives on RNG as well and gaining that advantage. I think the second Roche is going to be the big fight for me. Like, if the TB manages to get like the cheese and the Viper gets the Aegis, I can see them taking complete control of the game on RNG. Like they need to try and find another way to sneak it on EHOME like they did before.
Radiant's middle tower
It's gonna be tough to sneak it when you have no map control though. BKB, Popeye Sylar goes after Monet, but look at the damage coming in from Monet, and now he's silenced! Oh! The Ags makes the difference. Gets the silence, dissimulate, now on the run. He's been disarmed. The right clicks coming in from DD are really doing a lot. But there's the Guardian Greaves from Jingqiu. Keeps him alive. He tries to walk away. Swashbuckle dissimulate, still alive.
What was that spear,
How is
though?
he still alive? Super false promises himself. The soul assumption thrown onto Flywind. They got the kill onto Felix. Now they're gonna whoa. Blink away from Flywind, just survives, and now Super, he's on the run. Faith Beyond moving forward, and he'll fall.
I don't know whether Monet was just expecting Oracle, like Super's Oracle, to be able to be near to ult him or something and save him. I didn't really see what was going on, but maybe he got caught by the silence as well or something. I'm not sure, because that was an absolute disaster. This is exactly why he needs BKB. Like that's reason number one right there. In full force.
Not swap for it yet.
I'm pretty sure he will. I really hope he does at least. I feel like it's too important. Mid lane. I like how much Sai's just committing though in these fights. Like, he just goes in. Because he has this BKB now. He knows that he can't be sundered anymore.
I'm gonna chase.
Oh, Oracle got
moving
stunned.
forward. Oh, Oracle's just gone. Monet might be next. Oh, the Sunder on the Jingqiu, though. I don't know if it's going to matter. The damage coming into the Terror Blade is definitely
He's
being
still alive.
Jingqiu finally falls. They've got the Dissimulate. Nothing to say coming over. Now he's been silenced. That's a problem. He doesn't have the damage to get the kill, but the Soul Assumption finishes them off. They look over at the Ogre. They'll take out Innocence. Double kill for DD. Faith Beyond, Familiars surviving for now. They've got the Hoof Stomp from the Centaur Conqueror. That's one Familiar, and now a second.
Odds on him changing to BKB. Come on, don't do this. Don't you dare send that item to the secret shop. Don't do it. Monet. Oh my god. He's actually committing. I can't believe it. Oh, all the destruction. Now that's an Ursa item.
Yeah.
Maybe his worry on the TB is that, like, obviously Butterfly's not a bad item. Okay. Let's just put that out there first. Like, because he gives him the evasion against the Ursa and everything as well, but Sylar's going MKB. Like, he knows. And you've already committed to buying this Butterfly now, and you're going to see the MKB and be like, oh, this is annoying. It's like, it's good against the Visage Familiars and stuff as well, and yes, he does have the Oracle. Like, Super needs to be better with his positioning in these fights. We've seen from Bobica once today how well this hero can be played. But, again, like, you're putting yourself in a position where you have to rely on the Oracle, which is not easy when you're playing against Void Spirit, who just jumps in and tries to kill him first. And I guess his other thing is maybe if he's not doing damage, then how are they killing people?
$2K lead for RNG, but things starting to sway towards EHOME's favor. Titan Silver is a good one.
That's the TBI.
What is... Does Faith Beyond have that Ags yet? No, he went BKB. Oh.
Oh, okay. I think they realise they need to be winning the game, like, right now. Which is why these BKBs are so important, because, like, Ursa has one, Void Spirit's going for one next as well. And Visage has one as well. Morana's about to finish Solar Crest. Like, this fight's big here. This is the second Roche fight that we were talking about.
Are they going to just go to Roche?
They really want to try and find a pick off, though, before they go in. So that they don't, like, just die to an arena or something, or like a Rolling Thunder around the pit. It's really difficult to fight into. And I love Flywind's halberd on the Mars as well. I don't think we've mentioned that. I can't remember. It's really good up against the Ursa.
Although it seems like he's been using it on the Mars more than anything. haven't gotten in for Roche just yet. The courier will be taken out, so it's not like whenever we go out, don't know that this is available.
So he's finished MKB on Ursa, and guess what Monet's got coming out on the courier? It's the butterfly.
And now he's going BKB. So, where's your initiator, though, for EHOME? Is it just Void Spirit jumping forward?
Yeah.
Or an arrow getting lucky? Like, that seems really weak.
Yeah, agreed. And I think the problem is EHOME aren't getting enough done with this time that they have.
Ooh.
Oh, this Oracle can't die.
Moonlight Shadow, blink forward into the stun! It's the arena, but he's dead already! BKB's been popped by Cyber, goes after DD. The Viper Strike's going to be thrown at him, so now he needs to enrage and back off. Goes after Felix, who bounces him up with the Rolling Thunder. Comes back up the stairs, does so once again. Faithdown with his own BKB in the Moonlight Shadow. They just don't have the detection ready for this. They get the kill on a Felix Chalba, so it's going to be a 3v5 for the rest of it. Monet now sunders, goes after Faith Beyond, who survives. Fortune's End, Guardian Dreams gets the save.
They found the Oracle.
Monet, oh dear, false promise. Sylar's dead. Can they keep up the damage, though, to get this kill after false promise is over? I'm not certain. But it runs out, and so does his life.
Dieback.
Felix, he'll fall. That's a dieback. 77 seconds with no TV.
I cannot believe he doesn't have a BKB. Like, it makes these fights so much easier. Like, there's constant soul assumptions just coming through on top of you that make you're just losing all your HP. And this Viper feels like a range creep now. I mean, it doesn't help that the Mars just blinks in and dies straight away. Like, it's obviously not what you want to do. And he's so close to finishing BKB as well. But the only, like, saving grace for RNG is that because the Ursa died, they can't go into the pit on EHOME. Because there's, like, no medallion or anything on the Visage, so he can do it himself. But there's going to be another Roche fight again soon.
Yeah, it seems like it's just going to set up at Roche once again.
Oh, I'm absolutely livid. I'd love to be able to like ask him after this game why he did what he did, right? Like even if they end up winning. Oh, the arena misses. Dear oh dear. Not a good last few minutes for RNG. The arrow onto the Oracle.
Oracle hits arrow.
New hero, guys. Oracle.
Getting released at the International.
They know there's no meta up here. I think this is a really good idea. They just commit and go in.
And they have the minus armor. They can do it pretty quickly.
Arcane power.
Oh,
No arena available.
This courier's in there. Can it get cheese? No.
No, it doesn't take anything. And the BKB's gonna be popped by Fly when they go after DD. They'll get the kill on the Viper, or will they? Now, though, false promise is used immediately on the Viper. Sour's gonna try man fight on a Monet, and they've got the damage. Aether Remnant pulls him in. Right click's coming through one of the familiars. They'll get the Aegis out of the hands of this Ursa, but that's just the first life. Soul Assumption hits on a Monet as well as DD, but DD pops the BKB that so a spear. That keeps Sylar close. Sunder goes off. Nothing to say. He ends up dying. They get the kill, and Innocence is going really poor for EHOME. Oh no, the cheese, and they still rip through him. They just can't kill the Terror Blade, even though the false promise was used on the Viper. Everybody's gonna die here on EHOME.
Nothing to say. Tries to dive in to kill the TB by using the silence, but TB hadn't used Manta yet, and so instantly takes off and sunders him and kills him straight away. Oh my goodness! Oh, what a disaster for EHOME. Like they just take the Aegis as well. And to be fair to Mona, this butterfly like actually allowed him to do huge amounts of damage that fight. So the fact he like. The fact they Oracle used the ult on the Viper, I thought it was going to be an absolute disaster for them. But they just couldn't find super in the fight on this Oracle, so he was able to just get all his spells off. And I actually think the game's just over. Because now TB's about to finish BKB, and then I don't think he dies ever again.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks
2 sets of racks off that. And they got everything they wanted. They got everything they wanted. They wanted the Aegis. They got it. They wanted the cheese. They got it. They wanted to fight after they got both these items. And they got that. They just didn't win the fight.
I don't know how TB ever dies now. Now that he has BKB. Like, he needs to get chain stunned somehow, and I don't think they have enough lockdown. It's going to be just, like, impossible now. I'd be really surprised if they managed to kill him. Does Ursa have Abyssal or anything? No, like... Doesn't even have Basher.
He survived without the false promise, too. Like, that seems nuts to me.
To be fair, they were so close to killing him. Like, they're the kind of, like, small margins that make or break games. Because if TB dies there, then the Ursa can just jump in and not care about all the damage that's, like, coming his way. It's just not there.
Swashbuckle, forcing the BKB from Faith Beyond. They're gonna fight this. Astral Step, they look for the Oracle. Can they get the kill before he gets the false promise off? Yes, nice. They can with BKB pop by DD. They're gonna focus the Viper, but he gets to the back line. Sour now on the run with the Enrage. BKB's been popped by Fly, Win, Rolling Thunder. Hits on a 3, they've got the Arena. BKB popped by, nothing to say. But there's the Spear. Ogre in trouble. He gets the Ghost Scepter off, surviving for a little bit longer. Monet pops his own BKB in the Metamorphosis. They'll get the kill on a Faith Beyond, but will they get more? Working from DD, as well as the Swashbuckle, getting the Bash, and down goes nothing to say. He's got Flyback, and so does Faith Beyond, but this is a problem for the side of EHOME. They have the root, they have the disarm, they're chasing onto this Ursa, they want more, but they just won't find it yet.
Monet wants to go in here, though, and at least finish the tier 3, I think.
Sylar? Obstinate Rage going forward, Monet getting... Whoa!
Oh, he has no BKB.
They blew him up! Flywin, he's now just trying to find something on the return, but he is in a bad spot and will die as well. Arrow hits on a Felix Chauba, and RNG. Oh no. But meanwhile, your tier 4 is 10% health.
I was wrong, guys. They didn't respect the buybacks, so he died. I say buybacks, it's just the one. Like, if you don't have BKB up, or if you don't have your Oracle up, like, you can't fight into this lineup still, because they do so much magic damage. And this Ursa does hit hard, but... Jeez. Like, he didn't use Sunder the whole fight, because he just couldn't get it off, because he was silenced at the end. That's crazy. And he's... What items he taken on Viper? He's taken Orb of Destruction, so who takes the Relic? Maybe Mars? I don't know.
He's going Satanic on Viper.
Oh, Pango's taken the Relic. Alright. Fair enough. Debuff duration works on the Rolling Thunder on the Bash from his Basher. Works on the Lucky Shot as well.
For Faith Beyond.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, leveler for Jin Q. Oh, he's... You gotta take that. Become the core.
Halberd for the Void Spirit. If he could finish this off, that would be great.
Does anyone in Radiant even take the leveler, actually? It's such a bad item for them.
I mean, is it worth keeping it on Sylar? Oh my god, they get leveler for the Dire.
But the thing is, like, how many times have RNG messed up and they're still ahead? I think that's what it comes down to. Like, they can make so many mistakes this game and it matter. Because eventually what will happen is they'll win like one fight and the game will just be over.
Especially with that leveler now.
Yeah. He buys out on TB though, Jesus. He sells a Wraithband and buys a Reaver. So he's really tanky now. So he's going to be very difficult to kill, but like... Talk about bullshit.
Doomsday comes in, they've got the Aether Remnant, now that Assimilate, but do they have the damage to get the kill? The Blink in with the Rolling Thunder going to the backlines won't hit Jinkyu, so now it really doesn't hit on anybody. It's just time to leave for the side of RNG. Oh, the arrow! That's a far distance, force that back from the supports. I've got the Soul Assumption, BKB pop by Flywin, Arena comes down, there's the Enrage, they've disarmed the Ursa, the damage coming out from the Metamorphosis, Monet, TB to fight Innocence. They're going to let the Ogre die, but can they disengage off this? BKB pop by DD as well as Faith Beyond, but that's a low duration BKB from Faith Beyond.
Ursa's in trouble.
It's not going to be great. Oh, spear hit. Sylar, he's dead. No way he gets out. Now gone for 90, no buyback. And DD is wicked sick.
And I want to get back to this point. Like, we were talking about how many times have RNG had a bad fight and they still got all their tier 2s up and a tier 1 up. Like, and now this is it. Like, they take one good fight, Ursa doesn't have buyback, and the Oracle and the TB are both still alive.
And the Ogre going forward, spear hits, Jinkyu. With the swashbuckle, he's been disarmed. You get the Guardian Greaves out. They have the damage to stop this from RNG, because this is probably just going to be the game. The Rolling Thunder comes in, hits on nothing to say. Fortune Zen locks up Jinkyu, who's falling back. Viper Strike out. Innocence low. Innocence dying. One more shot comes in, but he does survive. And now Monet Sunder, BKB ready in just a second using this lever, going for the Mega Creeps. BKB's been popping, nothing to say. Going in with the Arena, though, is Flywind finds Faith Beyond. They'll get the kill onto the Visage. He doesn't have buyback there for 80 seconds. And now nothing to say on the run, but he's bashed up. And the rest will be history, as RNG should take game 1 as they retreat into their base.
It's not quite over yet, I don't think. You know, the Earth's up in 50. But, you know, with Mega Storm, it's insane.
Astral Step, got the silence, kill the Oracle. Sunder comes in on nothing to say, so Monet back to full health. He's got the BKB on cooldown now. And Jinkyu just dying to illusions.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yule's Aether Remnant. And the Arrow. Arrow actually hits on a Monet. Viper Strike used, and they can't follow this up.
Yeah, there's no damage. Ogre just pops the Minotaur horn at me. Like, they can just wait for Roshan if they really want to on the die. It actually just spawns as I say that. They can wait for the Roshan. Yeah, like... Oh, the Axe TB, dude!
It's Refresher.
Oh, no. Oh, what a disaster. Never mind. Your dreams always came true.
Haste.
Amazing
Sadness.
what you found laying around.
Heart of the realm.
Just a bunch of sadness.
And they just head into the pit. Who takes the Refresher? Are we saying TB for the meta? Is that the 100%? Or are we going to give it to the Pango?
Roshan has fallen to the
I'm
dark.
down to give it to Viper.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Come on. They give it to the TB.
Why have they not given the Aegis to the Viper and the Cheese to the TB? Is that not just better? I guess if he has Refresher, it's not. Oh, Axe for Mars? Nice.
Okay.
Radiant's
Spear.
middle tower is under attack.
Arrow flying in, maybe expecting Flywind to commit to trying to hit on the Ursa. And now they'll pop the Metamorphosis. So they're going to try and finish this game. Tier 4 tower only has a sliver of health, so that'll fall immediately. They've got one more standing between them and the Ancient. Viper Strike is used. Astral Step forward with the Dissimulate. BKB's been popping, nothing to say, as well as DD. DD's throwing some right clicks out on the Jinkyu. The focus, the Tier 4 tower. The Rolling Thunder comes through, as well as the Swashbuckle. They've done a lot of damage on the Felix Chaba with the Soul Assumption, but there's the false promise to keep him alive. So there's no they're going to lose anybody on the side of RNG. They'll get the kill here onto the Ursa, and without Sylar, it is very much so GG. Faith Beyond on the run, but the God's Rebuke finish them off inside the well, and they still won't lose Flywind. They'll go after the Ancient, they'll take it out, they'll take game 1 for RNG. EHOME falling 32-24 in favor of Royal Never Give Up.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty sloppy by both sides at points. You know, let's be honest. Coming into this, we were saying which one of these teams were we expecting to play better than we'd thought of originally from what they played like before. But yeah, I think RNG have put themselves in a position where this draft, like we're saying, they have to be playing from in front. Like with these 3 mid-game cores, yeah, their lanes might go badly, but as long as they make the right rotations afterwards, it's fine. But the TB always looked like he was the strongest hero on the map. No, yeah, he died a couple of times because there was, a few mistakes. Maybe he could have gone for the earlier BKB, but they end up winning that one fight because he survives. And he has the